All right, you come into Denver as a group that knows it's playing really well, and as luck would have it, you're going up against the best team in the league right now. How does this matchup look to you, and how do you guys use this as, I don't know if it's a test at this point in the year, but how do you guys manage this?
No, it absolutely is a test. I mean, it's best team in the league, like you said. So you got to respect your opponent, but not to the point where you're not playing your game. So obviously, we do have respect for them. We know what they're capable of, but we also know we're a good team. We know what we're capable of. So we just got to go and execute.
There was a podcast where Scotty Lawton may have dropped your name about insinuating maybe there was some hijinks and shenanigans about shoes. I couldn't help but notice he's wearing a new pair. Did you have anything involved? Were you involved with that? And what did you think about him ratting you out like that?
Unlike Scott, I don't love the cameras and I don't like talking about that stuff. So we're going to keep that in-house. But, hey, I mean, people can make that whatever they want to be. But he does have a really nice pair of shoes on right now. That's all I'll say.
He does. All right, let me ask you about Cowboy, because I don't know if you were laughing at Lawton the other night or if you were laughing at Cowboy about that almost, scrum scrap situation. Yeah. You were all grins ear to ear. What is it about this young guy that really makes all you veterans really, he's endeared himself?
He's the best. He's like a little brother to all of us, and we all love him, and he's playing so well. He's such a big part of our group. He's so positive, and it's just fun to be around. So I'm really happy for him, playing great, and he's got some sandpaper to him, so we were pretty fired up about that one.
That was great, and you showed some as well, as everybody knows. So that was
but I think he set the tone, honestly. When guys come in like that, doesn't matter who it is, and they take a jab at your goalie, whoever is out there. I mean, we have a pact in here that you got to step in, and he was the first guy to step in, so it's great to see.
Last one for you, and that is just about the way this group is going here. But asked about it probably everywhere, but I wonder if there's something that really has stand out. We could point to a power play. We could point to being healthier. What do you say when you look at this group and go, why it's going so well right now?
It's just positive energy, man. There's a lot of positive energy around here, and that's something that we definitely, try to bottle up every single day and show up to a man and help each other out and make the guy next to you better, and he'll make you better. So do that, you have a good chance to win.
I just want to ask you about, it's not a unique challenge for you, but trying to contain a good team like Colorado, when you know that they've gone to even another level and they've got stars at the blue line and up front, how do you contain their big guns, or at least try to?
No, I think it's a unit of 5 guys that has to help out and defend, and obviously skating and playing them tight, but at the same time I think not trying to give them too much time and just play our game at the same time. We have been better lately and trending in the right direction here, so it's all about us at the same time. So it's a good challenge coming in here, so it's going to be a good game tonight.
How do you put your finger on what's changed about this group? Health is one thing. A power play is another thing we could point to. But it seems like it's lighter. It seems like everybody's really enjoying it.
Yeah, I think winning helps, obviously. But I will say this about this group, that even if we had some rough times in the beginning with a lot of injuries, not winning enough games, everybody stayed positive and kind of was trying to obviously make it pretty light in the room, but like we talked about, I think winning helps with that stuff too. But I felt like we kind of stuck with it and got out on top of it and feeling good about our group and feeling better about the way we're playing. So I'm really happy about how the group kind of responded after a tough start, if you can call it that.
Why is Cowboy such a hit in this room?
Yeah, he's a special player, obviously, but he's a lot of fun to be around, and kind of you pick up on some weird stuff that he does around the room at times, but obviously great guy and obviously unbelievable player for us. So he's a big part of it for sure.
Auston, as a captain yourself, from an outside perspective, what have you thought about, Gabe Landeskog's recovery and, just watching him? Obviously he's hurt now, but playing most of this season.
Yeah, it's been great to see him back. I'm sure the road and everything, all the work that he put into getting himself to be back in this position was a long road. So he's obviously a big part of this team and has been great player in this league for a long time and a great leader and captain of this team for a long time. So it's been great to kind of see him back and see him healthy. And obviously, him being out right now, I'm sure he'll be back soon. But I think it's been great, just that whole story and the timeline just to get back. It's pretty incredible.
You're starting a rookie in net. I'm just curious, do you approach it any differently when you haven't seen a guy like Trent Miners starting for them tonight? Would you look into him at all, or just kind of do your thing?
I think you want to just kind of have an idea, but in the end, I think the game moves too fast for you to think and get opportunities and think, where did the pre-scout say to shoot? You're kind of just, it happens so quickly and it's all kind of instincts. So I think it's nice to kind of get a couple things, in your head, but at the end of the day, you're going out there and playing, you're acting off instinct and trying to shoot at what's there or what's open.
What do you like about how you and your line have kind of been operating here during this hot streak the team's been on? Yeah,
I think just the pace we've been playing with, the consistency, I think we've been doing a good job defensively as well, and that always leads to offense. But, I just think the pace that we're playing all around in our game has been great, and trying to, create for each other and trying to put teams back on their heels, turn pucks over, and counter the other way. So, I just want to keep that going.
When you see Kyle Lowry walking in with your sweater,
yeah,
what were you like?
Yeah, pretty cool. He's obviously Raptors legend, Toronto legend, and guy I got a lot of respect for. So I bumped into him a few times in my tenure here, and he's been nothing but class. So it was pretty cool to see him wear that jersey.
When you go into a building like this against a team that's won 17 straight at home, is that give you guys any kind of motivation, we want to be the team to end this, or do you guys think about that at all?
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, going into this building, it's a challenge. The first period's a challenge, the altitude, the pace that they play with. And, in the end, we're focused on our game and where we're at as a team. And right now we're doing a lot of good things. We're collecting points. Our division's tough. And, that's kind of the main goal and the main focus coming into the game tonight. We know what the game's going to feel like. We know that the challenge that, is presented in front of us. But we got to make sure that we come out and, bring our A game and everybody's ready to go. We need everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Auston.
Can I just grab one quick one, and that is about Cowboy. What is it about him? We look at this energy that we see in young guys and all this, but why is he such a special guy in this room?
That's a great question.
We see lots, right?
Yeah.
But you guys see everything, and I know he's kind of touched just about everybody.
Yeah. He's just a great kid. I think. He works hard. He's, very down to earth, but he still has that confidence to him. And I think Lotz does a good job of kind of bringing out that confidence that he keeps kind of buried down below a little bit sometimes. But he's a lot of fun to be around. We've got a nice little crew at the game rink. Myself, Lotz, Domes, and him that kind of sit right next to each other. And we have a lot of laughs, but he's extremely skilled and talented, and this is his first year in the league, and he's going to continue to get better. And you can just see that his ceiling is it's going to keep growing and growing. But yeah, he's a lot of fun to be around. I think that he's came in and he's made himself pretty comfortable right away, but I think it's also on the guys too that they keep him involved and like to joke around with him and stuff, and he's been great.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. This is the place where I grew up, place where I got to come to a couple National Hockey League games and fall in love with this dream. So it's pretty special to kind of picture myself sitting with my dad up there in the stands watching the game and taking in the whole perspective of actually being on the ice now. So really, really special to me to be home, and always great to see family and friends.
Obviously gone up, you're playing here, but was it coming to an Avalanche game for you that really flipped the switch?
Yeah, it's funny because I didn't really grow up, my family wasn't having much of a hockey background. Our neighbors actually got us into hockey, but my dad got some tickets from an old work buddy, I believe, and we didn't come to many games, but I do remember that first game that we went to, and I was just enamored by the whole process, and they had some amazing players at that time. Little did I know, with Sakic and Foote and Rob Blake, all these guys, Hayduk. So it was definitely a cool experience, and definitely lit that fire a little bit more into me to get out there and want to play in the NHL.
Now you guys are trying to shut down the rest of the National Hockey League. They have weapons up there. chat with him about it as well. How do you, I mean, I get it, you've got to do it as a group, but
Yeah.
how do you kind of game plan for McKinnon and McCarr?
Yeah, for sure. I think you just have to be cognizant, obviously, when they're on the ice. They're special players, very fast, make a lot of plays happen. But as long as we continue to stick to our team game, there's going to be opportunities where those guys are going to beat me, anybody on the ice. So we just got to continue to play that team game and be there for each other in the other aspects of the game.
What stands out about the challenge you're facing tonight against this Avalanche?
Yeah, I mean, they're very good at home. They got, obviously look at their record. It's a great team over there with, they got some really high-end players. We all know that.
What about McKinnon? I mean, he's always amazing, but he seems to be scoring at a higher rate this year. What are you noticing? Or is it the
Same as always, I mean, he's on a good pace, obviously. So, they play a very fast game. Their D are very active, obviously, and they skate really well. That's a good skating team over there, and their top line is very dangerous. We know that, and McKinnon's he's a great player.
Brandon Carlo comes home here. I just wonder what you've seen in his return to your lineup. And
Yeah,
just how effective
well, it's
and
great.
meaningful he is.
Yeah, very meaningful. It's great to have him back. He's looked really good. I mean, for me, he's being physical for one. Just like I talk about, he kills plays, right? Block shots, and so it's been great to have him back.
Do you think he's had a stabilizing effect on Morgan?
Well, I think they've been partners for quite some time, going back to last year. So for sure, I mean, it's they work well off each other, and Mo can do his thing up the ice. Brando's going to be back there protecting.
What are the key to kind of handling the schedule? The high
Yeah.
altitude tonight, a later
No,
start,
for sure. I mean, it's you come in here. It's obviously the altitude it affects you, and you got to keep your shift short as quick. You can't overextend your shift, so it's important. You're out there for a bit, and maybe you think you got an opportunity to go in forward check again or get in the offensive zone. That's the time to change. It boils down to being disciplined tonight in your line changes and your shift length.
What led to the decision on PP2 to kind of do a personnel tweak on the second power play with Wah out?
With just Willie coming back and just, not everybody can be on it. So we got to make decisions of what we think is best, and JT went to the net front in that unit.
Anthony out there with the full
Yeah.
group. Any more clarity? Do you have a target?
Well,
date,
I don't have a date targeted, but he's on this trip so he can get time with us and be around us and get practice time with us. So that's good, and I think, he's getting, I think he's getting pretty close. Just needs the reps, needs the conditioning, that sort of thing,
Is this something you can come back before the Olympic break?
Do I think he will be?
Yeah,
There's a chance. Yep.
How challenging is it when there's not a lot of practice time
Yeah, well,
right now?
that's challenging for Anthony too. I mean, it'd be nice if we had more practice time to get him in there, in full practice and seeing that sort of stuff. But we just don't have the luxury right now with the schedule the way it is.
You mentioned the top-end talent for this team, too. Have there been any conversations in preparation for this about what the depth has been doing for Colorado as well?
Oh, for sure. They're a good team. I said, you don't have a record you have without depth and secondary scoring, which they do have. I mean, I think they've gotten contributions from everybody. Everybody looks at their top line, but you look at underneath it, and they've had good contributions from a lot of guys. I mean, I think they have 3 or 4 D with over 20 points, so you don't see that very often on any other team.
They're wearing their Nordiques gear tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looking forward to seeing them. So that's always kind of cool to see that the old Nordique jersey. For myself, I had the opportunity to play in Quebec and play against the Nordiques back in the day.
Any favorite memories from Quebec?
I had some fights in that building, I'll tell you that.
I feel like you have that in a few bills.
But
Yeah.
I always thought the hot dogs are good there too, like Montreal. Yeah.